Let's restock the puppy love dangles. First things first, we need to knit their sweaters. For these weens in particular, they have a blush pink sweater, and thankfully I already have a bunch of that mixed up. All I need to do is condition it. Next, we use the extruder to get a bunch of clay noodles. This, of course, is my favorite part of making any of our wiener dog designs. Then I take 2 of those clay noodles and twist them together. I make 2 different sets. I twist one of them down and then another one up so that I can get the knitted effect on the clay. In case you're gonna ask, no, I can't just flip the twisted strand over. Someone commented once and told me what the scientific name for this phenomenon was, but I cannot remember what it was. Now that we finished knitting the clay, it's time to make their sweaters. To do that, I'm using these cutters from Lee Clay Co. And I put cornstarch on them first to make sure that the cutter doesn't stick to the clay. And the cornstarch holder that I have is also from Lee Clay Co. I also decided to cut out some hair clips with this slab because we had so much space. And then I conditioned up this darker shade of pink to use for the collar and the heart detail. Now it's time to make the weens themselves. The ween cutters actually come with the sweater cutters, so they'll all fit together perfectly. And I'm using my espresso brown for these ones. I used some liquid clay to make sure the sweater is perfectly attached to the ween. We gotta make sure they stay cozy. And then it's time for the final details. Adding indents to the collar, hearts to the sweaters, and of course their little faces. And that is how I make the puppy love dangles. All they need now is to be baked, sanded, and assembled, and they can be worn as cutie earrings.